Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a topic that has literally taken over the skincare side of the internet. We're talking about those viral DIY tan removal hacks. You know the ones. They pop up on your feed, promising instant, glowing results overnight. Well, we're going to look at why those exact hacks might actually be completely destroying your skin.
It's a serious question we have to ask ourselves. We've all seen the dramatic before and after videos. But what if your desperate quest to fade that pigmentation is secretly the exact thing making it so much worse? What if the DIY treatments you're slathering on are actually triggering your skin to darken?
To understand why these hacks fail so miserably, we've got to start with the basic biology. A tan isn't just surface dirt, guys. You literally cannot just scrub it away. It's a biological defense mechanism. When you step into the sun, your skin's melanocytes go into overdrive to produce more melanin. Why? To create a shield that protects the deeper layers of your skin from dangerous UV radiation damage. Because it's a deep biological response, reversing it requires proper, patient skincare, not some random shortcut from your kitchen pantry.
Now consider the traps so many people fall into. Let's say a girl named Supna tries rubbing a mix of lemon and baking soda on her face. She immediately feels a sting and thinks, oh, it burns a little, so it absolutely must be working. But her friend Sweta correctly points out the harsh reality here. Burning doesn't mean it's working. Burning is your skin desperately screaming that it's getting damaged. Real skincare rarely works overnight. And pain is a massive red flag.
So what exactly happens when you ignore that red flag? Well, your skin responds to damage by freaking out and producing even more pigment to protect itself. If you're trying out a DIY hack and you start noticing increased redness, dry flaky patches, stinging, or, worst of all, suddenly new dark spots are appearing, your routine is actively compromising your skin barrier. You aren't fading a tan, you're just creating a vicious cycle of irritation and hyperpigmentation.
Let's move on to Section 1, Busting Toxic DIY Myths. Let's systematically break down the absolute worst offenders.
Let's look at the hidden dangers of the stuff going viral right now. Raw lemon juice? People love it for the acid, but its compounds actually react with sunlight to cause severe, stubborn dark patches, a condition called phytophotodermatitis. It's as bad as it sounds. What about hard scrubbing? Well, your tan isn't on the surface, so scrubbing just causes inflammation. And toothpaste? Oh man, toothpaste is strictly formulated for tooth enamel, not your delicate face. The detergents in it cause peeling and nasty allergic reactions. And finally, overloading your skin with all these different hacks just completely overwhelms it and delays the natural healing process.
And that brings us to perhaps the most popular and shocking myth of all, which basically boils down to this one single number: 9. Why 9? Well, 9 is the highly alkaline pH level of baking soda. But here is the stark contrast you need to know. Healthy skin naturally maintains a slightly acidic pH, usually right between 4.7 and 5.5. Instantly, you can see why scrubbing baking soda on your face is a total disaster. You are rubbing a highly alkaline, caustic substance onto a naturally acidic barrier. This completely wrecks your skin's moisture balance, leading straight to severe dryness, barrier damage, and ultimately even more dark patches.
So the absolutely crucial takeaway here is that one of the biggest pigmentation myths out there is assuming that just because an ingredient comes from nature or your kitchen, it must be safe. Natural does not automatically mean safe, and it definitely doesn't mean skin-friendly. Raw kitchen ingredients can so easily trigger severe allergic reactions and chemical burns.
Okay, Section 2, the expert-backed safe solutions. If kitchen hacks are out, how do we actually fix this? Let's turn to the pros.
Dermatologists like Dr. Kapoor are literally begging us to stop with these viral trends. They point out that ingredients like baking soda and lemon actively destroy the very skin barrier you are trying to heal. It's like trying to build a house on a broken foundation. It's just not going to work. Instead, experts like Dr. Nivedita emphasize that the absolute most effective step in your routine actually isn't a treatment at all. It's prevention. Daily sunscreen with an SPF of 30 or higher is totally non-negotiable. This prevents further UV damage, stops that UV-induced melanin production in its tracks, and keeps your existing pigmentation from getting even darker while your skin is trying to heal.
When you want to actively fade a tan, you need to look for real, science-backed ingredients. Vitamin C is your powerhouse antioxidant for evening out skin tone. Niacinamide is fantastic because it strengthens your skin barrier while simultaneously fading pigment. For gradual, safe brightening, alpha-arbutin and licorice root extract are incredible options. And if you feel like you really need to exfoliate, swap out those harsh, gritty scrubs for lactic acid. It's a gentle AHA that dissolves dead cells without the damaging friction.
Let's see how this all builds into a super practical, everyday routine. Skincare works best when it's simple and consistent. For your morning routine, start with a gentle cleanser. And I mean gentle, no scrubbing. Follow that up with your vitamin C serum to get those antioxidants in. Lock all that goodness in with a lightweight moisturizer. And finally, never ever skip step 4, your broad-spectrum SPF 30 to 50 sunscreen.
Then, in the evening, the focus shifts entirely away from protection and purely toward repair. You're going to cleanse the day away, again gently, then apply a restorative serum. This is where your niacinamide or alpha-arbutin comes in to do the heavy lifting on that pigmentation while you sleep. Finally, finish the whole thing off with a rich, barrier-repairing moisturizer, ideally one packed with skin-loving stuff like ceramides or hyaluronic acid.
Beyond the bottles and serums, to truly succeed, you need good daily habits. Avoid peak sun exposure between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. whenever you can. Stay deeply hydrated by drinking plenty of water. Keep your exfoliation mild. Limit it to just 1 or 2 times a week with gentle chemical exfoliants. Opt for skincare designed to nourish rather than strip the skin. Gentle botanical options like Timb's Detan Soap are great for this. And most importantly, give it time. Be patient. Healthy skin naturally takes 4 to 8 weeks to fade a superficial tan. It is a marathon, not a sprint.
So, the next time you're scrolling on your phone and you feel tempted by some viral overnight tan removal hack, look in the mirror and ask yourself this. Are you gently treating your skin, or are you aggressively attacking it? True glowing skin isn't a kitchen science experiment. It's a commitment to healing. So, what's your skincare routine really doing for you?